Salvador Gascon, and I was in the Army as a specialist force class.
My name is Barian Smith. I am in the United States Air Force and I am a senior airman, E4.
Jose Alvarez, United States Marine.
Andrew Rodriguez. I was a PFC in the United States Marine Corps.
Arriba Santos Rosas, United States Army. I've seen my guys get hit. I've seen guys crying like babies. I've seen guys get shot. I mean, it was tough. It was tough on everybody. Because most of us were all 19 or 20 years old. My captain was 20. You know, the oldest man that we had was 26 years old. They call him Grandpa. About the third week that I was in Vietnam, as you can see, we're all going on patrol right here. And at that time, I was carrying the M16. But mostly everybody had to carry another 100 rounds for the 60 machine gun. Then you had to carry enough food for 3 days, 7 to 8 quarts of water, your plenty of socks because you go in through the rivers and the rain and whatnot, and an ammo box full of all your personal stuff, you know, letters, pencils, and writing. You gotta have it sealed good because when you're going through the rivers, you don't want it to get destroyed. Right. So this is the early part of me. Yeah, I'd do it again. I know if it came down to war again because it's so terrible to get in a firefight. You know, you're shaking like this. My very third day I was there, I got my first firefight. You know what's that? A firefight is, right? When you're engaged with the enemy.
Gunfire, yeah.
They're gonna kill you or they're gonna maim you. That's our objective. And our objective is to either kill or be killed, man. And I went through more than several of those ones. If I do it again, I do it again, but I'm not that physical anymore.
Lieutenant in charge of us gave us, on the first convoy we went out on, he gave us all a piece of like a wristlet, almost. Took a piece off and gave it to each person in our little battalion. And we went from there. We carried it every time, and that lieutenant actually ended up getting killed on our third convoy out when we got attacked. So we kept that good luck charm thing going pretty good. So, quite honestly, it was the whole experience was memorable to me, at least, because it was a new facet that I've never, been a part of. I seen new things and learned a new culture. Got to interact with another culture, and I also, learned a lot about their religious views. So it was inspiring to me just to see what we were over there doing. But at the same time, it was definitely rough parts. It was definitely parts where I wouldn't mind forgetting. So definitely. I don't agree with all of the decisions that are being made by the individuals who run this country on a moral level, but as a leader in a leadership role or position, there's always going to be choices that need to be made that are going to benefit the majority, and there are going to be people who disagree with those decisions. At this current time, in this current day, I guess, it's not my position to say yay or nay. It's my job, my duty, to go out and defend the country, whether that's going to fight for something I agree with or disagree with. At the end of the day, if it means my country and the people who live in this country are going to come out ahead, I'll do it any day, anytime. I think freedom is, personally, the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. That's what freedom is. Everybody should have a choice in what or how they want their future to be determined or dictated. And that's what our core values of America are founded on. So life, liberty, and happiness.
Well, I'm proud that I served in the armed forces. And it taught me discipline and responsibility. And but at the same time, it gave me a different view of the government, the political system that makes us sometimes, send people to war without any justifiable cause, and they send you to die. I mean, it's not nothing that I don't feel that it should happen, but our leaders are supposed to send us in. But we can always protest. We can always say no, but the people are the ones that have to decide instead of our leaders. The wars were unjustifiable, Vietnam, Iraq, or we should support our homecoming veterans in any way as far as health, especially education, benefits, and instead of giving them the run around when they come out. In Vietnam, when they came home, they were treated like meaningless persons. People that needed help in the hospitals, there was not enough help from the VA, from the Veterans Administration, to help them out, and benefits, and mainly people that came out with schizophrenia, all kinds of mental diseases. And that's what's happening right now. And then the government, if the administration, whoever is in power, whoever is the president, they have to focus on helping veterans coming home, and especially on the mental issues, because there's a lot of suicide that's going on right now, and addiction, to drugs, and liquor and all that, right?
It was tough at times, but jumping out of airplanes, I enjoyed doing that. And the brotherhood, knowing that every day you get to do your best. It's not like a job. It's hard to explain. It's a beautiful experience. I think by history and by what I've learned from other people, the support has increased dramatically from like Vietnam to now. So there's a lot of support. I think we should be more aware as our age or age group. It's because it has changed since in the past to now. People are not aware of news and politics and all that stuff. People don't care so much now than before. That's just my feeling. We should be more aware of what's going on in our government.
You go in with this sense of pride, like, I'm going to be a Marine, I'm going to be an Army Ranger, I'm going to be an Air Forceman, But like the thing that a lot of people don't realize is you don't fight for the you fight for your country, but more than anything, you fight for the people that you enlisted with. You fight for the people that are there with you, in the suck. You know what I mean? You fight for your brother beside you that's willing to die for you, and you have to be willing to die for him any minute. And I believe that is carried on today, because that's the only reason people that stay and enlist. I know that for a fact, because they'll re-enlist just because they're buddies or because they're about to pick up a promotion. So, I believe that the reason why I enlisted is, still carried on today. When you come home for those week or week and a half, you're the spotlight for your family. They want to take care of you, they want to cater to you because of what you're going through. But it's like once you go back, it's like like you're a ghost. You know what I mean? Like your friends don't talk to you. It's like you're lonely, and that's the only reason you build that bond with the people that are in the Marine Corps, because they're going through the same exact thing. Like they'll message people on Facebook and they'll be like, hey, how you doing? Thank you for your service, blah, blah, blah. It's like, we don't want to hear that crap. Like, tell us what's going on at home. Tell us, like, if you got laid recently, you know what I mean? Tell us if you got a girlfriend. Tell us, like, how your family's doing. Tell us how you're doing. Tell us if you got a problem, Don't just tell us the basics. Like, if you wanted to tell us the basics, send me a greeting card. You know what I mean? Our veterans are homeless, and, I really don't know why. I can't wrap my head around it, because, you know what? Actually, the biggest thing that I would say is, veterans are I don't know. It all depends how you handle yourself as a veteran as well. Like for me, I knew when I got out that I wanted to go to school. I wanted to get a job. I wanted to, make more than what I was making in the Marine Corps, which wasn't much. I knew that for me, when I got out, I was going to take that opportunity to have a successful life. And I've been doing that. I completely turned my life around from being, depressed and not knowing what I was going to do when I got out of the Marine Corps, because that's all I knew and that's what I wanted to do as a career. But, as far as with young people, you guys I mean, veterans are people too. You don't have to baby him or be like, oh my God, thank you, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Just say thank you. They're grown ass men. Like, I know even if I'm a veteran, I see veterans sometimes, and I just tell them, thank you for your service, sir. You know what I mean? It just makes a big difference.
Nah, man. One thing I can say is military is not for everybody. It's definitely an acquired lifestyle. Cause like I said, when I first joined, it was night and day from now until before then, So it's not for everybody. But what I can say to all the veterans, honorably separated or less than honorably separated, I commend you for the time that you have served. It takes a special person to step into this role. And it takes even more special person to continue on past the time of their enlistment. So
Doesn't matter what you do, just do it right.